Good day, teachers. So welcome again to Upscaling Sessions for Teacher, Ensuring Student Engagement. I am Fredly Bukog, your training specialist at the Office of Silliman Online University Learning. So for this session, we will talk about the two topics. So first one is we have the resource display through an ebook. We will use the book resource in our MySoul. And then the second, we will review our activity completion setup to improve personalized learning. We will also introduce some basic PLD uh, when regards to a certain resources or activities in your MySoul. So first, let's first discuss the importance of ebook. So I'm talking about the resource display through an ebook. So from here, I will just zoom in this content. So this is displaying information through ebook. So here, the book, or this is the function in our MySoul, the book module enables a teacher to create a multi-page resource in a book-like format or ebook with chapters and subchapters, or it talks about your topics and then your subtopics. Books can contain media files as well as texts, plain text, and used for displaying lengthy passages of information, which can be broken down into sections. So we will do the segmentation of our topics. So a book may be used. So when is the right time to use book? So first one is to display reading material for individual modules of the study. So basically, if you have a specific topic and then we have subtopics, then we can also include that one. We can use the book format for that. And then we can also use our ebook for staff departmental handbook or displaying a handbook and or manuals. And then we can also showcase portfolio of our student work. So that are some usage of book or ebook in our MySoul. So particularly, I will show you the overview of an ebook. So from here, in this specific section, as what you see in this specific section, I have an ebook. I will just scroll down. So this is an example of ebook in our MySoul. So it is a book in MySoul is a series of connected pages. So you can think a book as a mini website containing pages or sections or topics or subtopics in that particular main main title of the book. So you can also include this one as a manual, or in this particular portion, the pages or connected pages, each pages, a book is useful because you can include not only plain text, but links, images, sound files, and video such as YouTube video. So here, basically these are the parts of the book. So first one is the name of the book. And then here, this is the description of the book. And then these are the table of contents. So uh, you can format the style of navigation from your ebook. And then here we have the numbering part. So you can use indentation or plain title only or for the table of contents. But later on, I will give you a demonstration, a thorough demonstration on how to make an ebook. So particularly, an ebook is just showing, or you cannot do some interactions uh, with this particular resource because this is just a showing or showcasing a particular topic or subtopic of your lesson. So, but this is not limited only for plain text, but you can incorporate other multimedia elements such as video, sound files, images, or links to it. So from here, I will give you a demonstration on how to make an ebook. So first one is, of course, you should select a particular section in your content content sections or the table of contents. So particularly here, I will use this particular section. For instance, this one. So I will use this particular section, then I will use this course page. So basically, each section contains different course page. So here, I will use this topic 4, and then I will just simply, topic 6, I will just simply add a book. So in here, so first step is to create an ebook in our MySoul. Just click the Create Learning Activity button. And then once clicked, the activity chooser will display. So in that case, you go to the Resources tab and then look for book. So this pertains to our ebook. If you want to know more about the book, just click the I icon. So that's for information. And then you can click the add to add this particular resource to our course page. So here, click add button. And then this is the settings for ebook. So first step is we will give it a name. So for example, if you the best way to make an ebook is you have your files. In that particular case, example, if you have a topic like topic 1, it's all about book resource. So in that case, you need to have a file, or a file can be MS Word, but I prefer to use Notepad Notepad or text editor for Mac users because this is very a good way. So this is very good way to just simply copy and paste your content for your page. So why I use Notepad? Because some of the editing or some of the functions, okay, are if you use the MS Word, because some of the function there is you will have additional spaces when it display your information basically. So from here, I will just simply use the Notepad++. this is my file, and then I will just simply copy and paste. So again, it's up to you on how you structure or how you will use it. So the uh, the the concept is that you should have a prepared file for your lesson or any other uh, mode of giving information to your student in a form of ebook. But here, I already structured this one to a Notepad document. So I will just simply copy and paste. So for example here, this is your main. So I will just zoom in. So the name example, I will talk about the first topic, which is the book resource. And then here, the description of your book. Okay. So from here, the description of your book, uh, you can divide this particular section by the use of the bootstrap. So you can scroll down and then you can use the bootstrap to divide this particular section. So you can have it in 2 columns or in 3 columns. And then we have also a particular section that in the right side. So in the left side, we have 25% and then 75% to the right side, and left side is 25%, and then vice versa. So you can have this one, particularly for this case, I will use this one. So here you will set your example in this particular part. You will give example. I will show some image of the book. So for example here, I will just right click and then browse a particular resource or image regarding the book. So in this case, so let's have first make a book icon. So for example here, just give me a few minutes. And then for here, for example, I will add a particular icon for book. Okay, here. Okay, so I will just simply use the snipping tool to crop a particular image in book. So for example, I will save this particular image to my desktop. For instance, here. Okay, so we go back to our, for example here, since I divide this particular description into 2 columns, I have 25% for the left side and then 75% for the right side. So in the left side, I will just simply add an image and then I will browse and then I will locate that particular image. So for example, that is located in a desktop, and then let's say here, I already have book image. Okay, this particular icon for the book, and I will just click open and then upload this file. And then here, this is auto size, so you can resize the icon or the image, and then click this image is not decorative only. So click save button, and then here you can see the image or the icon for the book. Then you can align it to center or left align or right align. And in here, in the second part, so you can edit this particular section. So in this part, I will try to give the objectives. So it's up to you on how you add a particular content. So example, in this part, I have objectives. So that is the description for the book. So now let's edit this particular section, the book settings. So if you are still making your ebook, so my suggestion is the visibility is just choose the hide from students. Okay, if you are still making your book or ebook content. And then the appearance, it's how you structure the chapter formatting. So by default, this is in number. So you can select none, uh, numbers, bullets, or indented. And then you can have the styles of navigation, images pertaining to the icon for back icon or previous icon, and then the text is pertaining to the chapters or sub-chapters of your table of contents. And then here, this is only, the navigation is only use of your table of contents in the book. So particularly here, it's just simply clicking that particular sub-contents or chapters in your book. So for this part, I will use the very basic formatting. I have numbering and then the images. Or you can have the text, or so in this case, I will use the text. So this is pertaining to your table of contents. So from that one, so you can also add restriction. So from that case, it's up to you. If you want to add restriction, this particular book is accessed only for that specific person or a group of people who can access this particular ebook. So it's up to you. So you can add restriction, and then simply you can use a group. A certain group will access this ebook, or an individual. You can use the user profile for that. Again, it's up to your decision if you want to have a restriction. And in this part, activity completion. So basically, every resources or activity has its own different mode of activity tracking. So from here, you can use this particular, the book cannot be indicated as activity completion, so which means that they will not show a specific icon, just like circle with check mark, circle with exclamation mark. So this is good for viewing purposes only if you do not indicate activity completion. And if you want to have the students will, in order to complete this particular condition, the student must take a particular circle with check mark. So in this part, you will use, the students can manually mark the activity as completed. So the learners will just manually take that particular circle with check mark. And then here, show activity as complete when conditions are met. So mostly in my conditions, since I use a book, so I will just click show activity as completed when conditions are met. So it's up to you on how you will choose the mode for completion tracking. So in this part, to ensure student engagement, so I use the third one mode, which is show activity as complete when conditions are met. And then here, I can see these are the condition. So I have one condition. So in order them to complete this particular book resource, they need to view this particular contents or my contents of my ebook. So I just simply check this one. Student must view this activity to complete it. So a short recap. So we give it a name, then the description. So it's up to you if you can incorporate images or links to it. So it's up to you because this is in the format of text editor wherein you can add any multimedia elements. And then here, the visibility. If you are still making or creating your particular ebook, so my suggestion, our recommendation is you hide from students. And then the appearance, so it's up to you how you format the chapter formatting, if it's by number or it's by bullet, so it's up to you. And style of navigation. And then here, the activity completion. So to engage, to have more student engagement, so my recommendation is you will use the third one, show activity as complete when conditions are met, in order for them na if you show this particular ebook, so dili lang siya i-scroll down lang niya and then it can browse lang. So at least na kay condition nga in order to complete it, you need to view this particular resource or particular topic. So after that, you just simply click the save and display. In the save and display, it will redirect to the first chapter or the first topic. So for instance, we just minimize this particular window. Okay. So we are in the first chapter. So as I said, you can have your file and then you just simply copy and paste. So for example, this is the first chapter. So I will just simply add my chapter title or topic title. And then here, you can decide if that's subcontents, since this is my first. So of course, this is not a subcontent. So you go to the content page or content section wherein you can add multimedia elements. It's your preferred type of displaying information. It could be plain text by the use of Canva or any other photo editing apps. In my case, I will just use a very simple plain text. And then here, so I will just do the formatting. So I will just select and then I will do some editing this one. So I will use bullet. Okay. So in this case, the introduction part, the first chapter, it talks about the introduction, and then I have a plain text for my content. So you just simply click the Save Changes button. Okay. And after that, you can see here that I have a particular table of contents. So in this part, I edit the formatting into numbers. So automatically introduction is numbered as 1. So I have here, you can see here that I have the title of the book, the description of the book. And then here I have the first chapter or the first topic. If you want to add a second topic, so you just click first the turn editing on. If you click this turn editing on, you can see here the 4 icons. The 4 icons are pertaining to first, if you want to add chapters or topics or section, then you can use the plus icon. And then here, this is the configure icon or the gear setting. So this means that if you have edit or if you will do some editings, so you can click this configure icon. And then the bin icon stands for deleting that particular chapter or lesson. And the I icon is for hiding that one to the students. So for example, since we already made the first topic, so I will just simply add another topic. So click the plus icon. And then in the plus icon, you have option now to make that one a sub-content or to make that one as the main content. So in this part, I will do some editing again. So I will just simply copy and paste from my Notepad to that particular book resource in our MySoul. So this is my second topic or second chapter. So that's the title. And then this is not a sub-content. So I will use the content page to display my information in the form of plain text. And also I add some particular video file that is in YouTube. So here, if that is in video file, so automatically it is recognized because we have a YouTube video. And then in that case, we will do some editing stuff. So we will use the text editor. So this is the text editor. So you just click the down part to expand the options for our text editor. And for this case, I will just edit this particular text, and then I will just, to give emphasis, so I will just italicize this particular text. So again, so it's up to you on how you will structure your content. Again, you can use the bootstrap for dividing that particular section. So for instance, so as I said earlier, so if here you click the bootstrap, so you can divide this particular page into two columns equally divided, or three columns, or the 25% for the left and then 75% for the right, and then vice versa. So in this case, you can use this particular mode, the 25% and 75% column. So again, in here, you can place this particular text to this particular column. And then here, you just copy this particular link, a YouTube link, to this column 2. So in that case, you can use the bootstrap to divide or to organize your particular multimedia elements. So for example, if you want to edit this particular alignment, so you can just select the text and then do some alignment. And here, so you can just center align. And in that case, again, this is not the contents. The content page is you can integrate any multimedia elements in the form of links, text, or images, and so on. And then you just simply click the Save Changes button. And then this is the output. So here you have the text for your chapter 2, and then you have your text, and then you have the video. And then here, so if you want to add another content, so you just if you add another content, so example, we do the first the first part. So we can notice that we have already the arrow icon, the up and down. So in this particular part, this will allow us to change the order of the topics or the chapters. The up arrow and then the down arrow. So for instance, if you want to add another content, so again, I will use my notepad to just simply copy and paste to my soul. So for instance here, you will proceed to the third topic. So you click the plus, and then here I will just copy my text in notepad. That's topic 3, and then I will just copy the contents in the content page. So in that case, so this is more on plain text. So the third one is more on plain text. So for example, if you want this particular a particular topic to be a sub content or subtopic, so just click the sub content. So example, this is the previous chapter. What is a book resource? So in that case, I will make this content title how it is set up. So as a sub content of this particular main topic. So again, this is showing the very basic. This pertains to the content page that is more on plain text. So I will click the save changes, and automatically it will give you a number like 2.1. So this pertains that this particular page is a subtopic of this particular main topic. And then here I will add another content. So again, you will just simply click the plus icon to add another content. And then here, if you are asking how many tier or how many subtopics, so we can only have one subtopic, or so one tier lang one kuan lang siya, subtopic, that we cannot add. Like example, you have your main topic and then you have your subtopic and then another subtopic. So again, in this case, our ebook is only good for one subtopic line or arrangement, only one arrangement. We cannot add another subtopic or add another levels. So pertaining to the leveling of your displaying of your information, it's only one level for the subtopic. So for this case, I will just simply add another content. And here, this is a sub-content again. And then here, I will just copy this particular text. And then if you want to hyperlink this one, hypertext, so just select the text and click the link icon. And then after that, you just simply copy the URL and then paste it, Control V, or right click there and paste. And then don't forget, if you want to be redirected, once they click that particular text, if you want them to be redirected to another tab, so you can click the open in a new window. And then you click the create link. So in that case, that is clickable. So that turns to red. So that means that there is a specific hyperlink to this particular group of text. So example here, using using a book text, I will hyperlink it. So I will just simply copy this particular hyperlink, and then I will just select the text that I want to hyperlink, and then click the link icon in the text editor, and then you just Control V or just right click and paste, and then click open in a new window, and then click link in order for that link to take effect. So for example here, this is the content title for more information. For more information, I have two hypertexts. Once they click this particular text, then they will redirect to another window. And then after that, you click the Save Changes. So as you notice, as I said, it is only good for one level. So here you have your topic, and then you have your subtopic or chapter, or you have your subchapter. So it not goes like 2.1.1. Again, it's one level only for the organization leveling. So again, you can arrange by the use of the arrow icon. You can change the order of the chapters. And then if you are satisfied with this particular content of your ebook, so you just click the torn editing off. So here in this part, so you just simply click, and then it will show up. So basically, that's how you use a book resource or ebook resource in our MySoul. So you can print this particular book. In printing this book, so it's up to the student or teachers. If you have image or plain text, so they can be included in the printout in this particular book. But if you do some videos, so again, in that case, it will only show the thumbnail of that particular video. So it's how you you integrate a particular content page in that specific chapters or topics or subtopics or subchapters. So that's the importance of ebook in our MySoul. So you go back to your main page. So just click your virtual classroom page. So from here, so this is basically the look for book resource. So this is not published to students. So this is your description, the book title, and then you have your contents. And then if you want to do some editing, so you can click here the pencil icon, and then you can do some editing regarding the appearance or formatting. So for example, if you want to have that one to be in bullet, so you can still do that one. So for example, I want this one, I will use the bullets. So you can, the chapter formatting is in bullets. So let's save and display. And this is how it looks like if you use the bullet. And then if you want again to edit the style of navigation, so for example, I want the table of contents only. So you just simply click this particular style of navigation, and then click the save and return to course. So once they click this particular a particular resource. So for example, let's show this one to our learners, and then let's switch role to student. Okay, and then let's go back to this particular section. Okay, so this is the view for our book resource. So we just simply click this particular ebook title, and then we can see here that we cannot see other like specification like next or previous, because in this part we use the style of navigation as a table of contents only. So once they click this particular chapter or subchapter, then they will it will display that particular page. So uh, there's no more icons or another text that's specifying that you can go to the next. So it's how you structure the style of navigation in your ebook. So I will just return to my normal role. And then again, if you will do some editing, so you just simply click your ebook. So you can just simply click this particular book title, and then you can edit your ebook by just clicking that torn editing on. And then that's the case. And then if you want to edit the entire setting of the ebook, so you just simply first turn off editing the book, and then you just simply click the gear icon, and then you can edit the edit settings. Or this is when you click that particular pencil icon in the course page. So the same function will do if you will use the gear icon and then edit settings. And then here the appearance. So again, it's up to you. So I will just go back to numbers and then text. Then I will just click the save and return to course. So uh, this is the format of your ebook resource. So for example, I want to show you this particular ebook to a particular section that has a complete lesson being displayed. So for example, here I have here in the 5 topic. So in this part, okay. So basically, we are just doing the activity completion setup to improve the personalized learning. So in here, so do you have a questions regarding the ebook, the how to make an ebook or the parts of an ebook, or some clarifications? Okay, I have here, may I ask how, regarding the question of Mom Brenda, so may I ask how do you place the content in the Notepad++ to facilitate ebook preparation? So again, in that case, it's up to you on how you will do a particular file, but my suggestion is you can do it by just copy and pasting in the Notepad file, because some of the fonts or some of the design is not recognized in our MySoul when you just simply uh, right click and copy to that particular website or in MS Word. So in my case, I will just basically, because in all computers have its Notepad, or for the Mac user, they have the text editor, wherein this is the sample uh, sample sample file. So again, it's up to you on uh, how you just simply copy and paste. So you can still do that in Word, but make it sure uh, you edit this particular text or file in the book in the book resource, and then after editing that one, then you can show it to your students. So questions or clarification regarding ebook before we will go to the activity completion setup to improve personalized learning.
Sir, ako, sir. Sir, I
Yes.
create na, and then after I create, I click create. Then I was led to the all. And then here, the icons, among the icons, book. Is this the one for starting to create the book, the ebook?
For start, what's your kuan, ma'am? Asa nakadapit, ma'am?
So I created na.
As a book.
So I was in one of my sections, and then I click create learning
activity. Yes.
And then I got this all. I click the all. And then all icons came out.
You can click, ma'am. You can find that in all. At least you go you look for book. So the same as
so
go.
That's the book.
Yes.
Okay, so I clicked the book.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And then what, sir? I have here the name and then description.
Sige.
So I put the name.
So in this part, so example, you click this particular book, ma'am, right? You click this one.
Yes, sir.
And then in this one, if you click that particular icon in book, then you will be redirected to the book setup. So which means you can add the name of the book, and then you can have your description and then do some editing.
And then what else, sir? After doing all this, then save and return to course.
Okay. And then if you're doing so in this part, because I already demonstrated this one, but for this part, so you can indicate your book title, your book description, and then you can have your appearance.
Okay.
You can do that one, editing the chapter formatting and then the style of navigation. If you are fine with this one, so it's okay.
And then save and return. And then after that, we
click. For this one, since we are talking about ensuring student engagement, dili lang kay ilaha lang like scroll down lang o once makita sa imong ebook, so scroll down lang nila. So I suggest that you will do the activity completion. So activity completion, then you will set that one to show activity as complete when conditions are met. So in this case, you are instructing your learners to force them to see this particular resource. So in that case, it will add student engagement in your virtual classroom.
Thank you, sir.
And then after that, you just simply save and display, and then you can do your first chapter, your first topic. Yes, Sir Josh.
Good morning, Sir Fred.
Good morning.
Ang akong pangutana, sir, ba is katubang pagama sa, di ba, nag-read man kaat? Di ba, nag-read man kaato, sir, katong sa naakay video link nga gibutang sa YouTube?
Yes, yes.
Kanang pareha ba sa image, sir? Can we also adjust the size of the video? Like sa image, pwede man nato ma-adjust tong size niya, no? Like pilay dimensions. Like for video, can we also adjust the size?
So in this part, I will just click this part, and then here I will just do some editing. So click the book resource, and then it is located in this particular section. And then here, okay, so you just simply turn on editing on, and then you go to the configure icon, this one, or the gear icon. Then once you are here, so basically we have actually we can resize this particular the video regarding that particular video, but nawala naman siya din so katong embedded code. So medyo
Ah,
nawala na ang restrictions nato para pag-edit sa size sa video. So in that case, you can use lang for this part is kuan lang sa mga bootstrap lang kay para ma-minimize ang iyahang size instead nga makuha niya ang tanan like example imong video din ni is iyaha dyang makuha ang space ba, so you can use the bootstrap na lang siya for the meantime or table
ah,
kay dili
oh,
giwala naman ang function dinhi na katong embedded code. So in that embedded code, you can actually resize that particular image sa thumbnail sa video. Kana
yeah,
siya
kay mo concerns kay usahay mo post ko mo paste ko link like dako jud kay ang
dako
space
jud
ako.
kay siya, oo. Oo. S-
Anyway, thank you, Sir Fred.
Sige, thank you. So, questions or clarifications regarding ebook? Okay, there's none. So let's proceed to the activity completion set up to improve personalized. Okay, so regarding okay, I have question here regarding copyright issue. So you need to indicate the proper citation of your, if you have directly message or directly uh, getting that information from a website or a book or any other resources that is not in your own words. So you just properly give the citation for that references. And also, we have also restricted, some of the YouTube videos are also restricted for copyright issues. So in that case, we cannot do something about it, but we can make our own video. Then you can have your own YouTube channel and then upload your particular video and then paste it here in this particular resource or in this particular virtual classroom. So again, in proper citations sa ebook. So again, there are lots of format and how to do proper citation of the ebook as long as you give that particular reference lang. So we have here, so let's proceed to the activity completion set up to improve personalized learning. So from here, I will just go back to the topic 5. So for instance, if you look at in the topic 5, I have 10 particular activity or resource. If you take a look in the 5 in the section 5, I have particular 10 activities or resources. So let's count them. So in here, first one, so you can see here, this is the activity completion. So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I will just delete this particular resource. So particularly, your activity completion refers to the activity completion refers to the number of resources or activities locate the okay. So from here, if you are in the section 5, so based on your course page, you have 10 resources or activities or files being displayed there. So this can be integrated by the use of our activity or indicated by the use of our activity completion. So I'm talking about here, a circle with a check mark. So this pertains that this particular activity is the student must click this particular activity completion in order for them to complete it. So for example, this particular activity is in label. So basically, if you are doing some editing this one to that particular activity, so if that is good only for viewing purposes or no interaction, so you just simply uh, edit this particular resource. This is in label, okay? So you just click the pencil icon and then you can go to activity completion for the label resource, and then you can unlock, and then you just simply click the completion tracking to do not indicate activity completion, and then you save and return to course. So in this case, I have it will reduce the progress tracking uh, in my topic 5, so it reduced to 8. Okay, so basically here it's just showing you the particular objectives of that lesson or in that particular topic, and then here you can see here that this particular activity completion is do not indicate as activity completion. So basically this is just good for viewing and no interaction with regards to this particular image or text. And then here, if they will do some chat or the live chat, then you can also activate your activity completion. And then here, if you have your Zoom meeting, if you integrate your Zoom meeting in our MySoul, so you can create a Zoom meeting directly in MySoul once you have your verification or invitation that you want to integrate this particular Zoom meeting to your MySoul. So you can have this one as just always remember that if you are having the the check mark with circle, a circle with check mark, so this pertains that the students can manually tick that particular icon, and then in that case they are completed in that particular activity or resource. So regarding any questions, Sir Josh? So Sir Fred, as the table of contents guy, default mode na siya is table of contents in enumerated using Arabic. Okay. So in ana siya, if you have sige balik ta. So balik sa ta ha. Okay balik sa ta sa okay. Balik sa ta sa book. So for example, if you want to be in Roman numerals, so here you go to the book. For instance, example here, if you want this one to particularly in Roman numerals, so you just simply click edit pencil icon, and then the appearance is in that case you click the none part, and then save and return. So this will be the okay. Okay. So let's check this first. So editing. So let's check this first if this works. So my suggestion, Sir Josh, regarding in this part, you can just choose the indent kay kung manan siya, so which means ma-default na Japon siya to number. So you just click the appearance and then indented lang siya, and then you save and return, and then you just simply copy, and then you just simply turn on editing on, and then you just if you want to change, you just click the configure, and then here, not the none but indented lang siya and properly input lang. So turn off. So this is the format, this is the output. So inana lang siya ang iyang flow. Okay, thank you, Sir Josh. So let's go back again to here, to the topic 5 about activity completion setup to improve personalized learning. So again, there are 3 modes for the activity completion to be done. First is you can do it is you can activate this one. A particular resource or activity can indicated as do not indicate as activity completion. So which means that it will reduce now in the progress tracking. So it will not count in the, or it will not include in the progress tracking. So once you choose this you choose do not indicate as activity completion. And then for including in the activity completion, the 2 modes are, if okay, the 2 modes in order to activate that one in the progress. So here, for example, here the activity completion. So you have students can manually mark the activity as completed or show activity as complete when conditions are met. So these two indicate that these are included in the progress tracking in that particular section. So here, I use the activity completion as do not indicate in this part. This is in label. And then here in the chat, so I indicate as activity completion. If you are seeing this particular icon that circle with check mark, so this means that the student can manually take this particular icon, and then automatically the system will recognize and give it as turn that one into green or red. Sorry, green mark in order to complete it. And then here, example for this one, exclamation mark, circle with exclamation mark. So this means that you set a particular conditions on how to mark this one into completed, completed particular resource or activity. So for example, if this is a book, so you can structure it. For instance, here, I will just give you the flow of this particular lesson. So example, gamifying the virtual classroom. So in this part, the students can do live chat, or can do the live session by this specific date. And then here, this is the reminder. This is in label. Okay, label na ni siya. So if you can click this one, the pencil icon, this is in label resource. And then the activity completion, since this is not more on interaction, I will not, I will just use the do not indicate activity completion if that's main instructions only. And then here, you can start the activity completion setup in this particular resource. So just like this one, this is an ebook. So here, you have the icon that circle with exclamation mark. Because if you want to edit this one, the activity completion for this particular ebook is set up. So click the activity completion, and then you can see that they have a particular condition or statement. So they use a show activity as completed when all conditions are met. So here, required, the student must view this particular activity to complete it. So that is the condition. So meaning they cannot just simply take this particular icon. So if you hover your particular cursor here, so there is makita siya. Sige, ako lang icon. Zoom in. If you hover your mouse or if you point to this particular circle with exclamation point, the system marks this item complete according to the condition. So nag-set naman ka. So once ang condition niya is dapat nimo siyang i-view. So if example nag-click na ko. So na-view, mark na ba ni siya as good for viewing? So ato ni siyang i-valid, ato lang tawon kung na-mark na ba siya as good for viewing. Na-green na ba siya? So wala, kayo pa man ka nag-click sa mga chapters. So for example here, nag-click na ka na, example ka na siya, part, example, muna imong conditions, and then you click here, example here, back to this particular section, and na-complete na ba siya? So, ato siya siyang student mode, kay teacher man ta. So here we have topic 5. So from topic 5, okay. So na-clear na ko kay naka-open naman ko. So automatic siya mo mark. So for example, here na siya. Okay na siya. Like mo-proceed na siya sa 2. So you can also notice here that I have remaining 2 ebooks pero dili pa siya visible kay kailangan pa siya og restriction or completion nga once nga imong ma-read ni siya, automatic pud siyang ma-view. So kani siya basically ga-add ni siya restriction. Kani siya ang kuan lang niya ni condition is activity completion. So once si student ni click ani, so here, so example kana siya, and then mo go back siya. So you just simply click your virtual classroom, and then you click here, and then you click this particular topic, and automatic nag-check na pod siya. So basically you are done viewing this particular resource in ebook. And then mo open na pod ang sunod nga topic. So once na sunod na topic, so again, depende na ninyo kung like you click a particular, nabasa na ba ninyo na siya, na-view na, and then you go back. So mapunta na siya again. Let's see here. Okay. Okay na siya. Okay na. Wala pa siya kay wa pa man ka gatiwas usara man nimo to. So kailangan gud imong i-view jud siya tanan. Okay. So from here, let's say nahumanan na siya. Ni-mark na siya to green. At least mahumanan mo siya from the first and then to the last na setup nimo. So you cannot take the quiz. And then the activity kay imo man siyang gi-restrict nga sa quiz nimo, gi-restrict nimo nga dili siya maka-take og quiz kung dili niya mabasa ang pinaka-last nga ebook nga which is kani nga topic. So mobasa sa siya ana usa siya maka-take sa quiz. And then here, dili pud siya maka-take pod makahimo sa iyahang assignment kung wala siya ni take sa quiz. So more on prerequisite lang siya nga mode. So inana nga case, dili lang ang estudyante mo dito scroll down okay mo take na ko quiz. So mara siya continue lang siya, prerequisite lang siya. So giunsa na siya pag set up. So let's turn this one to normal role to teacher. So here we will focus on the topic 5. So here, ang first option is kani siya. So muni ang pag-display sa first ebook. So atong lang tawon ang iyahang activity completion. So from here, activity completion, ato siya siyang i-unlock. Okay, na naman to ganina, ato siyang i-unlock siya. So ang activity completion lang din is the student should view this particular ebook. So nakay condition. So imong mode ani is show student as complete when the conditions are met, which is i-viewed nila ang imong ebook. So mura na siya ang imong di na siya restriction but that is activity completion lang. So save and display or save and return. So again, it's up to you. And then here, proceed na po siya sa 2. So sa 2 na siya, nagsugod na ang restriction. So you just simply click the pencil icon. So atong lang tawon ang 2 sa restrict access. Okay, so activity completion, ato sa siyang i-unlock. So unsaon ni siya? So una, ato sang i-delete ning wala pa ko na siya restriction. So ato sa siyang i-ana kuno nga case, new pa siya. So example ani ang iyahang gawas. So wala siya, so ato siyang i-edit sa you click the pencil icon and we will do the restriction, add restriction. You will choose the activity completion. And then unsa ang activity completion? So magbulong ka kung unsa to siya. So example, na-comply niya ang first nga topic na mark as complete. And then here, sunod, you click activity completion. And then click here the third completion tracking, which is show activity as complete when conditions are met. And then you take this particular checkbox, the student must view this particular activity to complete it. So this is your condition in order to mark this particular activity or resource to be completed. So mo na siya imong basis sa imong restriction. Okay? And then you just save and return to course. So in-ana na siya pag set up. But again, this is to ensure student engagement lang sa kada display nimo sa imong resource in the form of ebook or any resource or assignment nga imong himuon. You can do restrictions and then activity completion. So clarifications regarding the activity completion setup to improve personalized learning. Questions or clarifications? So you can use the chat box, or you can raise your hand icon by use of the Zoom reactions, and then unmute yourself. So basically, that's the importance of having activity completion set up to improve personalized learning. So basically, you will use your activity completion in order to track the progress in that particular section or content. So for example, in that case, I will just switch role to student. I can see here that in my activity, okay, here, so I will just click again because, okay. So in this part, I can see here that this is being tracked. So my progress is based from your activity completion regarding that particular ebook or performing that particular resources or activities in your MySoul. So that's the indicator of the progress tracker pertaining to the activity completion. So if you as a teacher, if you want to see the activity tracking, so you just simply go to your homepage of your virtual classroom, and then you can click the gear icon, and then you go to reports. Okay, you go to reports, and then you can go to activity completion. Once clicked, then automatically you will see here your activity completion. So the learners and then their action regarding your displaying your resources or activities. Sige, sige, Sir Josh.
Sir Fred, good morning once
Yes.
again. Kanang ang akong question sir ba like unsaon to siya like pag kanang sa upskilling session mo good pag i-click na ko siya naa siya murag welcome message mo gawas. So di actually siya related so pero maybe after maybe
PL,
I can remain if napay lang yung question so maybe you can prioritize lang. Yeah. So
sige.
later siguro Sir Fred pero kung yung question kay siguro ba like nice mo good nga pag-click nila and then I can somehow like put some
like
links. Yeah.
welcome. Sige. Mukha na ko sir mo add na lang ko ana sir. Sige.
Sir
So
Fred.
karon. Okay. So for instance, ang question ni Sir Jos is kato siya is PLD to siya, personalized learning designer. So here, so if you are in your virtual classroom, so you just first click the gear icon, and then you you scroll down and bulungan jud ang pinakalalong personalized learning designer. You click that one. In my case, ako sa lang siyang i-stop ang kaning nga part. Ako sa siyang i-disable ang pag-welcome. Okay. I will just disable this particular mode. Okay. So in ato siya nga case, actually kato po, kaning question po ni Sir Just is related po ni siya. Like, pwede man ka, like example, if they have done a particular activity, like example sa quiz, you can do the PLD nga like thank you for taking the quiz. Pag umana na, like nakita sa silang remarks, din na yung papapwedya nga, hi Fredly, thank you for taking the quiz. Ina na siya nga part. So from this one, let's say we will have a welcome message once ang estudyante is na-enter sa inyong classroom. So saan na siya? So first is we will use, of course, the personalized learning designer, but not a specific topic, but muhatag lang kog mga at least duha lang ka personalized learning designer, which is a welcome message and then the activity completion, how to do it. So first one is you go to the personalized learning designer by just simply clicking the gear icon and then ilocate na siya sa pinakalalom personalized learning designer, And then you can click the add rule. Unsa ning pasabot aning add rule? So basically, you will add a particular function, like example kani siya, ang term ani is you add PLD or task. Unsa imong ipa-remind sa imong estudyante or unsa imong buhaton, like naba kay confirmation nga ipakita or and so on, depende, daghan siya. But later from our series of webinars amo siyang i-talk in detail. But karon is mo specify lang tag duha lang ka PLD, which is welcome message, and then we have what we call the activity completion. So first one is you click the add rule. So for example, akong in-name is mo butang ko ni welcome like example, welcome message sample. Okay, welcome message sample. And then unsa akong event? Unsay event? So ang event ani is nani siya, activity viewed, kung ni-view si estudyante, unsa ang imong ganang ipagawas. So in kaniyang case is welcome message naman ni siya. So we will use the event to when the course entered. Okay, once they entered to my virtual classroom, they will see this particular message. So mura ni siya, course entered. Okay, ang event nimo is course entered, and then you click the add button. Ayag kalimot og add button. So na kay events. Okay? Sa conditions, dili lang nimo siya i-set kay pwede man kaganahan pag mo take effect ba, okay, by the way to siya. Nakitaan ba sa estudyante? So kung ang conditions man gud nimo imo kay ga welcome message man ka, pwede nimo i-conditions kinsa right pwede makakita ani, like pwede ikaw or imo bang estudyante, but no need na, kailangan wala na ning conditions. So ang events lang, events, course entered, and you go to the actions. Unsay ganahan nimong ipakita. So na naman kay pag imong gi-input, like ni as estudyante is nisulod sa imong virtual classroom, so unsay iyahang makita. So actions, unsay imong actions. So example mo display alert baka or mo send baka og URL. So in this case kay welcome message naman siya, so display alert. So kaning display alert is the message. So example, click the display alert and then don't forget to add. Click the add button and then mo ni siya imong alert text message. So example, hi. Example, hi. And then mo insert token ka. So pasabot ani niya is unsay mo, hi, iyang i-personalize ang message. So example, akong gamiton is first name lang nila. So pwede siya gawin ko, hi, example, hi Fred, hi Steve. Sinana siya nga part. And then, don't worry anak, kay insert token is muna siya ang pwede siya og container sa information. So hi Fred, dayon. Welcome to, so unsay mong insert token. So click kag insert token, then example ang imong course. So example here, name sa imong course or virtual classroom. So example kana lang sa ang message nimo. But you can in here, this is more on plain text lang siya. Plain text lang siya ang insert token, but dili ka makabutang dinhi og URL. Oo. Kay di siya accepted. So kuan lang siya, more on insert token ka kung ang sa information ba sa estudyante unsay mong i-display sa course or sa activity or sa ilahang grade. So from here, so ato sa nang ibutang nga kanisa siya pag welcome sa siya nga message, but you can edit again just plain text. You cannot incorporate or you cannot add images. Plain text lang siya and then you can insert token. Example, I will click save. Okay. Click save ka, so na-save na itong display alert, but wala pa ni na-save ni nga PLD. So don't forget, if you are done with the events, actions, is-save ni siya. Click the save button, and then makakita na ka, like muna imong hinimo, nga always run. So pasabot ani, sige siya og execute. Okay? Once nga mosulod sila sa virtual classroom, ikausa lang na siya, makita ni siya nga message. So atong lantawon. Okay? So let's go back to our virtual classroom, and then my courses example, nag-browse lang ko specific virtual classroom para mo take effect lang siya. And then mo adto ko sa akong hinimo nga PLD. So for example kani siya. Kani. So once ako ni-click ni siya, automatic magawas na siya, like ma-personalize na siya ang imohon nga PLD sa pag-welcome message. Okay? Like, hi Fred, welcome to blah blah blah. Inana siya. Again, you can also add the Japon ani, and then again we will have a thorough discussion regarding ani, like naman ni siya sa apil sa atong series upscaling. So again kani siya is welcome message lang ni siya. Again, just a reminder, always run na ni siya. So by the time nga imong estudyante makasulod mo nila makita nga message. So again, it's up to you on how you update. Pag update na pud ana, you just simply click the gear icon, and then you go back to the personalized learning designer, and then you have the option, if you click the gear icon here, or this is the configure, if you want to disable this PLD, pwede siya ma-disable, dili to makitaan. So example, if you want to disable, so wala na to siya nga makitaan nga message. And then if you want to enable, so ikaw po mo kuan, makita na po to siya, ma-visible na po to siya sa learner. Ana siya nga case. So for example, ang kani po siya like in relation with that, so example, activity completion, if na-comply na ang estudyante, naba sila indicator nga, okay, kompleto na ba ko ani? So for example, kani kay para makapag na si teacher ga monitor jud di ini siya sa among mga activities. So pwede na siya ato na siyang otomato natong mga estudyante, pwede na siya magamit nato ang add rule. Okay? So example here regarding ni siya sa estudyante, like nihatag sila og assignment. So for example, you click add a role, so add a PLD, and then here example activity like 3 activity 3 PLD. So it's up to you on how you rename it. At least makabalo ka, so make sure po na imo siyang properly name ang nasa name rule name, kay pwede ka maglibog kung unsa na siya nga PLD about. And then for example, ang imong events. Okay. So ang events nako, akong i-input is example naka-complete na sila sa group. Naka-complete na sila activity sa assignment. So you click activity completed, and then here activity type, kung sa to siya nga type, so example assignment man to siya. So assignment. And then activity unsa to siya, mo ni siya activity type, then activity unsay name sa activity. So example kani learning activity 3. So mo ni siya akong gi-input, like example sis learners human na siya sa activity sa learning 3, unsay yang makit-an. So I will click the add button, and then mopunta na ko sa actions dayon. Nako ipa-display nga message niya. So I will click the display alert, and then I will click the add. And then example, i-personalize nimo ang message. Hi, you can do the last name or first name, and then thank you for for submitting your output. Example lang. Example, thank you for submitting your output. So for example here, I will click the save button. So nanapod siya nga display alert diya. Don't forget to save. So in that case, ang activity PLD is always run. Once they perform this particular activity, makitaan na nila ang message na kani, which is, hi, student, dayon, thank you for submitting your output. Kana siya. And then, again, if imo na siyang i-disable, so imo siyang i-click lang ang gear icon and then disable rule. So make it sure nga si teacher dapat pod mag-update pod siya sa mga PLD kay base nadaghan ng PLD, magkakunkuan na siya. So mausa na siya. So again, from time to time i-update pod niya. How about for those who submit, sir, unsay mo gawas? Okay. So for example lang activity 3. So for example, ako ni siyang i-show mo ni yung assignment niya. But example lang activity 3, kung ako si estudyante, so I will just switch role to student. You go to the activity 3. Ay, pa siya na. Okay. So for example here, sang gikon kay restrict man jud na ako. Okay, so example here. So for instance, I switch role to student. So okay, makita na visible na nako. So again kani siya is set by automatically if you perform this particular activity, naka-automatic na ni siya. So here I will click the create learning activity and then I will just add my submission. So for instance, content na kuno siya. Like example here, I will just click the save changes. Di pa to makita nimo kay wa pa man ka ni automatic nga ni submit sa imong assignment. Pag click nimo sa submit sa assignment, usa pa to siya makitaan nga message. Then mo continue ka kay para ma-confirm jud siya. And then muna siya magawas, hi Fredly, thank you for submitting your learning activity and God bless. Kana siya once you have completed this particular activity. So mo to siya kung ang inyong PLD is more on activity completion. So clarifications regarding our topics for this session, the resource display through an ebook, and then the activity completion setup to improve personalized learning. Yes, ma'am. Sandra, you can unmute yourself, ma'am.
Sir Kuan, how to, after clicking the gear, how to set as student from teacher?
Okay. The role, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you first is you go to your home page or your virtual classroom home page, and then you click the gear icon, and then you can scroll down, and then you can see here, pinakalalom siya ma'am, pinaka bottom. So switch role to student or as a teacher naman ka, kani siya nga view is teacher mode, kaya na makita nimo ang editing section. Again, sa non-editing teacher, dili siya maka-edit sa mga imong mga resources or activities. And pag student view na ka, so automatic na kani siya ang gawas.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I've done enrolling you to the learning activity 3 and then the post webinar. So you can do or you can perform the learning activity 3 and then your post webinar survey, and once you're done, then you can have your certificates. So again, that ends our webinar for upskilling session for teachers, basically ensuring student engagement with the topics from this section: resource displayed through an ebook, and then activity completion setup to improve personalized learning. So thank you very much for attending this particular training. So you can now freely leave the session. Thank you very much,
Thank you, Sir Fred.
sir.